anybody around? Zero people in the chat, yo. What's up? Let's see if I can open my channel. Well, I have one person in my chat. I'm excited. Oh, damn it. Laura's live. Oh, my God. You guys are buying candles. That's what's up. Everybody's off buying candles. All right. I'm going to wait 5 minutes. If nobody comes, then I know the sunshine hit you, girl. I know the sunshine hit you, and it was the wrong moment. Geez, I wanted to come and talk about my friend's channel, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. It might have to happen at night. Let's see. Let me see if any of my people, I had a lot of comments asking for vape questions because that's all changing. People had a lot of questions in the comment, but not a lot of people around today. So that's good to know. I will march my happy ass back outside, girl. Let's see if anyone's around. Oh shit. It broke my little thumbnail and everything. Oh my goodness. What are you guys all doing? Bye. Hi, Captain Obvious. What's up? I think the sunshine came out and everybody effed off to go enjoy it, which I did earlier myself. How are you doing, Captain Obvious? That's what I'm thinking happened, man. It works for me. I don't care either way. We have I think we have 4 more days to purchase vapor products. And then we can no longer buy anything in the mail. So I thought people who were vaping, a couple people who got me in comments might be around. But if they're not, I'm going to schedule this for a nighttime live. Hi, Black-Hearted. Welcome in. Yeah, it's gorgeous here, too. I was out sitting in the sunshine, getting my little translucent skin a little warmed up. But I have a couple of things I want to talk about, and no one's around. So I'm going to wait and do it another time. You know, when I get my big... when I get my big, my giant 15 chat rolling. Yeah, I guess it's dinner time for people on the East Coast. See, I don't think about other people. I'm just kidding. I do, but I don't. It's hard for me to plan around Eastern time sometimes, like today. But I'll wait a couple minutes, see if anybody pops in. I don't know. I can play a little bit of music. I don't know. I'm just going through my stuff right now because I'm setting up for a new platform because YouTube sucks. I appreciate you guys here. I'll still be here. But this just isn't my audience. Like, you guys are, you know what I mean? I got people here, but I want to grow this chat. So I have to bring in other people and change up the format and all that stuff. But yeah, it is gorgeous outside. Hi, Andy Cruz. How are you? I have no bad news. I only have good news. And so I'm not sure that I fit in. Um, and I'll kind of want to make a big deal about it. Probably in the next couple of days or so. Um, right now I'm just doing spring cleaning, getting all my crap together. I'm out of the loop about who hates who loves who on YouTube. I have absolutely no idea. Um, I don't know. All I know is we have a cutoff coming up. I think it's the 28th, and we need to get our shit together. Hi, Lone Star Beer Reviews. Welcome in. And basically, UPS, there's a bill that passed in the United States government where they're no longer going to ship vape shit. And I don't go to a vape shop. In fact, they closed the vape shops here because it got rid of flavorings for a while. And so I mix all my own stuff. So everybody panicked, purchased up all of the nicotine they could find, and now I'm good. I have a good stash. You love everybody. I know you do, Andy. And we love that about you. So I got a good stash going and stuff, but I feel bad for the new people that are coming on board. And we're not going to be able to buy devices quickly anymore. Just so you know, in the United States, we're screwed because FedEx and all those guys decided to get on board. DHL, FedEx, who's the other one? UPS. They're like, we'll do it too. So we got screwed. Are you I watched you, Captain Obvious, over time. I watched like your taste kind of go towards my taste. It's like there's a life cycle. When you start finding more like-minded people or people that kind of have the same general values and concepts, and I don't really know you very well, right? But you can kind of tell where people gravitate to based on their values or what they're seeking on YouTube. And I wanted to come here and I really want to talk about Nada. She's not even here, okay? Because I think she's damn busy too. But I think I need to find a way to get her her channel a little bit more attention because she's doing she's going to be doing recipes and food and cooking, and today she made homemade dog food, which people, we need to learn how to do all this crap, by the way, because if we don't know how to do this when we're in trouble, the crap is gonna hit the fan. I do too, Blackhearted, and I'm trying to think of ways for her to be able to increase her viewership, because I think that she's one of those people that is like a good addition, to a community, because gosh, she's so sweet and she's so smart and she knows what the hell she's doing. You lurked in her stream today. Well, that's good to know. Did you give her a thumbs up? But I mean, I like going, when I go around to YouTube, I like going to hear, let me see. I'll give you an example. Like, I like listening to Janie Bobaney. I always catch her on the replay, but I like listening to her stream because she gets an idea about something that she wants to say, and she comes live and she makes her point very clearly known. And she's not an a-hole about it. Like, she's very nice about it, as far as I know. Okay. I think that she's nice about it. She's direct about it and compassionate about it. So I like listening to streams like that lately is what I've kind of been listening to. Yes, I gave her a thumb. And Nada is very like non-judgmental person. You can ask her any type of question and she's going to answer it for you and not judge you for it. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool, I think, and rare. Well, plus she's showing you her whole house, her whole everything. We don't have that in this community, and so I think she can forge her own little community. And then I know other people that do games, like AMD is going to do games. I'm going to do different games, I think, because I got some goals that I set for myself worked out. I'll come talk about that later. This is not the time. But there's someone else, Becky Boo, I believe is her name, and she's left a couple comments for me. And late at night, I find myself writing back very detailed responses to comments. And I keep thinking, man, when I have an extra 20, 30 minutes, I'm just going to go live and see if maybe I can catch some of these people that are around. But I rarely ever do. Chronic 420 has great game nights. She's super funny and crazy and sweet. So nice. Hi, SpaghettiOs. How are you? I saw you. I know you. I saw you leave a comment and I'm like, aw, how have you been, SpaghettiOs? The lady at Pet Value says she eats dog treats on her break time. So no shame. What? What's Pet Value? Like a pet food store? A lot of pet products nowadays and higher end retail are made with human grade food. So it's not like horse fat or whatever. You know? I think that's weird. Hey Remy, how you been? You're afraid you're judged from where you've been and where you've interacted. Well, but yeah, you are. I mean, I'm gonna be on. I'm always gonna be honest about that. People always say, I don't care where you go. I don't care where you chat. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you are a member of. I don't care who you super chat. I don't care. But they do. And we all watch and we all at least pay a little bit of attention to where people chat and, that sort of stuff. But, you can sometimes tell a little bit, depending on what, there's people that I just don't see come around anymore. And some people have changed their name. And some of them I know what their name they're on and some of them I don't. And then there's people that just don't come to me ever anymore. But I see them other places. But here's what's weird is I'm trying to recreate that emotion in my head right now of what it's like to be like, oh, they're a mod and that. And I can't because I quit giving a flying fuck. I did. I straight up quit giving a shit. It's been a while. It's been a long while since I gave a shit about that. So it's weird because I still notice stuff, but I just don't give a shit. And that's kind of cool. But I think that's because I mentally moved like a year ago anyway. So hang on, I need to adjust something in my studio really quick. But I think in the next week or two, I'll be able to have a more consistent live schedule and get that figured out. And then I'm also going to be, I hope I'm going to be streaming on a different platform with a different platform. And so I can do both just to make it a little bit more easy because there may be some game content. And then I want to try to foster whatever community we're building here with like NADA and Chronic. I'm sorry, I claim you as my community, and other people that are going live. If we have a creator here that wants to do game content and things like that, I would like to foster AMD, NADA, those guys. And yeah, hi NADA. We're going to learn tagging and everything. Hi Winter Days, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi and giving us good vibes and virtual hugs. Claim accepted. But I mean, your channel is one of those channels where you can get lots of people to interact. You're showing us your life and all that stuff. You get told where I go all the time. I just don't give. Yeah. I mean, anybody who says they don't care is I think they do, but I also think most people are lying. I also think most people are full of it because we grow accustomed to seeing certain people come in our chat or not, and then when we don't see them, we're like, oh, I hope that they're okay. That's always my first thought. I hope they're okay. And then my next thought is, did I do something to piss them off? Because I have such a small channel, But now lately I'm just like, I hope I don't do anything to piss people off. If I do around here, you would probably hear about it. But yeah, I think Um, I'll probably go live in the early evening one day. Maybe Nada can help me pick a day. Her desire is to grow the community, she says. So that's cool. Yeah, I think you have an opportunity that you've created for yourself to share your stuff. Um, you know, uh like all of the stuff that you know. And the reason why I thought listen, Bailey Sarian is doing makeup and true crime, right? And mind you, I'm sorry, I love her channel for what it is, but I take it for what it is because she just this year hired a research assistant. She's been doing it all this time without one. And so, there's a lot of editing that goes into it, but really what goes into it is a lot of research. So that's why I thought if you're really addicted to true crime podcasts and all of these sorts of things, why the hell can't you discuss things that you've been listening to? It doesn't mean that you have to have all the facts on the case, right? And you can even have a disclaimer that says something like that, like, disclaimer alert, I do not necessarily have, this is not necessarily going to be a story time video about a crime case. What I'm going to do is I'm making you guys some MF and pasta and homemade from scratch. This is how you can make pasta for 20 cents. And we're going to talk about Jeffrey Dahmer. And then when you bust out that tomato sauce, girl, it has a whole new meaning. I'm just kidding. We'll see how long it takes for me to get a thumbs down on that one. So yeah, I mean, I just see and I see the jokes and stuff, right? So I see where you can, where you might be able to make some humor out of. Who do you love? I was just rambling. I was driving, so I couldn't chat. I didn't even know she was live. I was actually being my own domestic goddess. And then she was live. Oh, and yeah, I was talking about you too, because you're going to be doing game streams, I think. But yeah, I mean, we need to start networking as a community, doing tags and crap like that. Otherwise, we're not going to get anywhere. I posted your live on my community tab, and it's a weird time of the year too because we're all dying to go outside, and now they're clamping down more restrictions state by state. Yeah, Bailey Sarian, and she just put out a new video today. You should do that. You should do what it is that you want to do, your expertise. You know what I mean? And the people that love you will show up, and the people that don't, well, they can go fuck off. Oops. Sorry, I said it. I said it. How are you, AMD? A few of us have been playing this game called Valheim. Some of us more than others. We played every single day, by the way. And it's been fun. It's been good to not have too much drama content. I think it's been good to not have too much of it is all. But yeah, I have been researching the silicon shortage because I was in the market for a computer and I couldn't figure out what was the problem with getting these parts, And yeah, so there happens to be a silicon shortage right now, which is crazy to me because silicon is just silica sand, put into a giant thing and then chopped up, and then they take the best chops and put them in the higher end cards and all that. Hi, Ginger Lux Mom. How are you doing? I hope you're feeling better. I think about you from time to time and wonder how you're doing, and you're in my prayers because I know that you have had a very challenging experience lately, and my heart goes out to you. It really does. I don't know that I would have been able to hold it together as well as you have going through everything that you've gone through lately. Friday and watched History Channel stuff all night. Oh, I love History Channel. Saturday, you watch UFC? I usually watch UFC, and I didn't this week, and I don't know why we didn't. I think we didn't watch UFC this weekend because we were like preparing for a group fight, you know what I mean, in the game. You were thinking of something else. Bailey Sarian? She does true crime and makeup, right? Last night. Oh, good. Yeah, you need to get more rest. I'm recovering pretty well. I don't know. You just seem to have such a good, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we put our best foot forward, kind of fake it till we make it sort of thing on that. Well, it sure seems like you are. You're putting one foot in front of the other, and that's a lot more than I think I could have done. You reread the messages. You've effed a word and everyone. Oh my goodness. Why are you effing everyone? You thought I said silicone. Silicon, not silicone. But yeah, I mean, basically, if you order your vapor products by mail, this is it, man. You got to get your stuff now. Otherwise, you're hoping that it passes through customs from China, unless they overturn this decision, which I don't see them. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. You don't have to type. And usually in the United States, when we lose something, we don't get it back. So I'm guessing this is the end of the road, baby. So if you guys want something, if you want to vape, or if you do vape, you got to get your stuff together and like get your purchases done. People are doing clearance sales because these companies are going out of business. It's really sad, actually, in my opinion. Like new vapors or people who were just up, they've been wanting to try it and put it off for a while are the ones that are going to suffer. And then the people who would have tried it in the future are going to suffer too. But anyway, moving on, because Becky Boo is not here. But Becky Boo, if you hear this, go ahead and leave me another comment, and maybe I'll do another live in the evening because I got a few things to talk about what I'm going to do on my channel, and I'm looking into a couple other platforms of where we can stream and just gather community. But in the meantime, I want to make sure if you can, if you want to buy some vape gear, that I gave you ample opportunity to ask questions, because I just want to help out if I can. My legs look like tree trunks, says Remy. Okay. Vaping is leaving. Sorry, just got here. Hi, The Truth. How are you? No, they are not. They're not banning vaping. What they're doing is they passed a bill where vapor products, like e-liquid devices and batteries, can't be shipped by a United States Postal Service. And in accordance with, sucking up to the government like they have to do to stay in business, UPS, FedEx, and DHL have all agreed to conform to that standard and no longer carry any product that could be considered vape related, like nicotine related. So it's going to impact everything to do with vaping. The prices of the products are going to go up in the stores, not because the stores necessarily want to raise the product, but because their cost of business is going to go up. Anything to do with DIY e-liquid mixing, I don't know what that market's going to look like in the long run. I really don't. My boyfriend is spending more money. Get him in here. We need him to buy us an island somewhere where we can all get the F out of here. What? Truth has a gigantic hernia. I've got gigantic legs. We're gigantic people. I'm sorry to hear that. You vape weed only. Girl, you deserve it. I have weed. I have some THC cartridges, but I'm talking about people quitting smoking. And, it has been very successful for a lot of people to quit smoking and ultimately quit vaping. And, honestly, if that's where we're headed, I'm not going to have a problem with it, but it concerns me for the people that it could have helped. You know what I mean? The other thing, though, is that as stupid as society has become lately, in my humble opinion, um, we are still ingenious as a species and we will find a way around anything. I mean, we'll do what we have to do. And so, I'm going to stay kind of focused on that in the background as I have been all along. You're okay where you are, Captain Obvious. You're good for now because you have socialized medicine. And in your country, if you become ill, the government has to suffer the financial consequences for that. Whereas here, if we become ill, we pay out of pocket, and big pharma makes a huge profit off of everybody who gets cancer or any related disease, to these sorts of things. But nicotine in and of itself is not harmful. So do you think the vaping stuff is happening so the government keeps making? Yeah. So the reason why it's happening is because of the taxation of tobacco products. Big tobacco signed a deal in the 90s with the states. It's called, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically a deal where the big tobacco companies, they pay each state a certain amount of money every year in order to do business in that state, to sell their products in that state. It's basically a sin tax. They pay it. And it's gone down. It started going down in record numbers, and they couldn't figure out why the tobacco sales were so low until they realized that vaping was a thing, right? And so they've been trying to get rid of it for a very, very long time. Oh, I thought you were in the States. Some old black market. Yeah, we've been well ever since the government came out with the pre-market tobacco application, which made it very, very difficult. Was going to make it difficult for companies to sell products legally. People have been talking about black market. So they've been working on it for quite some time. Used to be 3 different. Why do I always think that you're Canadian? I guess I don't know why. I used to be on 3 different narcotics. I would rather smoke weed than pay meds. Yeah. I mean, at least it's a natural, non-synthesized product, I mean, it is synthesized once you get it in that little cartridge or whatever, but it's ultimately, it is coming from a plant, and it's way less dangerous for you than opiates and all of those kind of harmful things to reduce pain and anxiety. I heard Utah's passing a law to make internet porn filters on all phones. Oh, yeah. That sounds about right for Utah. That sounds about right for Utah. I mean, Utah is primarily Mormon, no offense. And I've been to Utah several times, and in Salt Lake City, we had to get permission to go to a bar. Like, we had to get a temporary pass to go into a bar. So just even going into a liquor establishment or something like that in Salt Lake City, I'm not even talking about getting rip-roaring drunk. And as adults, it's a whole thing. So yeah, I mean, everything is kind of considered a sin in such a high Mormon group, I guess, town. Hi, little lady, how are you? How are you? Isn't cocaine legal in Utah? Not that I know of. Is it? I don't know. We'll have to ask Mitt Romney. Isn't Mitt Romney the Mormon representative for the United States? Cocaine is legal in Oregon. I did not know that. I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I guess if you need a little lift, you know where to go. Go down to the Oregon coast. Get you some cocaine. Look, the thing about it with weed is that it's just not, it's like if you smoked opium, you know, it's not synthesized. It wouldn't be as addictive. That's so crazy. Yeah, I really do think he's the representative. I do, Captain Obvious. Are you serious? I didn't know that. In Oregon. What are they thinking? It's probably just in Portland. I'm joking. Don't, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I got to get out of the West Coast, man. This place is crazy. Look, if other people want to snort or smoke or whatever cocaine and do that, that's their problem. But I'm sorry, what? I gotta see this law. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, there's such um oh, they decriminalized everything. Yeah. Hmm. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Nationwide push to relax drug laws took a significant step forward Tuesday. This was in December. Drug measures were among 120 proposed state laws and constitutional amendments that are on the ballots in 32 states. That's interesting. Yeah, they decriminalized higher schedule substances. Oregon, a drug initiative, will allow people arrested with small amounts of hard drugs to avoid going to trial and possible jail time by paying a $100 fine. So they're really not legalizing it. They're basically saying you're not a criminal, but you have to pay a fine. So doesn't that mean it's against the law? The treatment centers will be funded. Oh, I got you. I see what's going on. So you pay a $100 fine and you must attend an addiction recovery program. So on the surface, that sounds like a good deal, right? But do you know how much an addiction recovery treatment program is for inpatient? Dude, they're making money off drug addicts. I'm so sorry, you guys. Yeah, well, they did decriminalize it, so I guess that's a step forward. $100. It's $100, and you have to do a treatment, which is not cheap usually, unless you're like, doing outpatient, indigent, like you're a homeless person or whatever. We have that in Seattle too. But yeah, so I learned lots of stuff the last couple of weeks about silicon and manufacturing and why we can't buy anything. And I don't know if anybody remembers, but we were talking about that back in last April. Yeah, the money. Yeah, the money is always in the treatment, and that's why they want us smoking, man. They want people doing unhealthy crap, so they end up, paying. We pay for all this crap. We just say we stay sick. We stay sick. We stay indebted, and that's why I think it's important to have it's important for me anyway to have places where I can go to learn how to take matters into my own hands, how to mix my own e-liquid. Maybe we're going to end up building our own mods because I used to build all my own coils and I got lazy. See, they got us lazy and comfortable. So, yeah, I mean, everything at the end of the day, most everything we interact with in life is marketing outside of our relationships. So, it's kind of important to remember that. Ultimately, they're state run because they have to be approved by the state and they have to be licensed by the state to stay in business. So the state makes money off it. It's kind of like when you hear about somebody getting a DUI. It's like, oh man, now you got that on your record. Your insurance is going to go up. They don't only have it on their record. They don't only have like an insurance problem. Now they have I have a friend that she got I can't remember. It was she got a DUI and they put the case on hold or something. And then she never took care of it, went back, got picked up and went to jail and was sober. And they made her go to alcohol treatment because I think it's like a deferred case. And because she didn't go follow back up on it, um, years later, they were like, now you have to go to treatment. And she was like, screw it, I'll just not drive. So, I mean, I see a lot of people high on YouTube. I'm not even going to lie. If you're driving your car and you get pulled over high, you might want to think about how expensive that's going to be. So, it happens all the time. Like, there's a whole thing with DUI and the state racket and all that stuff. So, we just have to be more careful, I think. But anyway, on to some more positive stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna come probably. I think it'll be either the end of this week or the beginning of next week, and set up some new stuff, computer wise, and then probably I'm gonna look into like trying to grab some people from other environments and stuff like that, and see if we can't spice things up just a touch, but not have it be too crazy. You know what I mean? We have people who can cook. I'm building an island. We have people who can cook. We have people who can plan. We have people who can do technology stuff. We have people who know how to build shit. Buy it an island. Yeah, I mean, I think it would make more sense to me to decriminalize it and make the fine bigger and say, maybe on your first offense, you pay a $500 fine or something. But if we catch you doing this again, then you're going to have to go to treatment, because just because you had cocaine on you or you tested positive for a drug one time doesn't necessarily make you an addict. You know what I mean? But the chances are good that they've done it more than once. So. We have people who can talk to the dead. Yeah, that which scares me. I have to admit, that scares me. You can grow things. See? Oh, you just reminded me. I have to get my plants done, my starter plants. It's not weed, it's vegetables. It's vegetable garden. But yeah, you can grow things. It's not scary. Well, I mean, it depends on who you're talking to, right? If you're talking to, this is a really deep subject for me to get into with you, because I know that you know all about it. But it depends on who you're talking to that it's scary, and the possibility of who you can be talking to. That's what scares me. That's the part that scares me. You can grow veggies. Little lady's going to grow veggies. Who can harvest pigs? But roadside drug tests are horribly inaccurate. I wondered about that when they when they decriminalized marijuana here, and then they actually started licensing people to sell it, and we got dispensaries for recreational use. That was one of the benefits that the state got. Not only is there a 45% tax on weed, recreational weed, but there's also the possibility for DUIs going up. And I don't know how they would test somebody for that. I only talk to dead people, not demons and shit. You learn how to control that, or I did. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's scary to me. Um, I went back into Chronics last night after she just got whatever happened with that video where she was doing the paranormal hotel thing. And I had bad dreams last night about a haunted hospital. Isn't that crazy? And it wasn't even that scary. But that hotel, the one hotel she was looking at, was kind of creepy. I can't remember where it was. Malaysia or something. But yeah. There's a bunch of weird stuff going on. And then I guess yesterday, it must have been yesterday, because yesterday was Sunday. Nope. Yesterday was Sunday, and I think it was the Menendez brothers that Jays for Justice was doing. Yes, that's exactly it, AMD. That's exactly why I don't like taking too much of it in, because it comes out of my dreams. Yep. When my subconscious needs to purge, I would like it to be about, like, I don't know, maybe the excess clutter on my desk that needs to go away before the computer arrives, or the fact that I need to, like, go out and weed whack the lawn, or I don't know, you know what I mean? Right. And and that's a really good point, and it's true. And part of the reason why I have been very careful about what I consume lately, for the most part, has been exactly that. That I don't want to have a lot of negative stuff in my cache. My L3 cache on my brain needs to be relatively not disgusting. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of disgusting stuff going on. But anyway, I felt like I hadn't been live in like a week. I wanted to come talk. I wanted to brag about NADA and tell you guys to make sure you subscribe to NADA. But I think people are enjoying the sunshine. So what I will do is I will come back one night this week. I hope, like, by the end of the week or at the beginning of next week at the latest, because it's only Monday now. I have probably like 3 solid days of work that I have to do to prepare for this. And then once I get everything set up, I'll come talk about it. Um, if we do, if I don't know if you're interested in doing games any night this week, AMD, but we should definitely make sure that you guys are subscribed to her channel in case she does. You're going to get your vaccine, girl. Hi, Katja. How are you? I hope you're good. I would. I just don't I don't get that many people coming in. So I feel like look, now again, right? Because you're going live, that it's very, it is narcissistic to think, oh, I'm going to go live and talk and everybody should care. Like, why should they care? Unless I have something to say. I get my shot when Wednesday, says AMD. She's going to go get a prick. See you soon. Are you out, Captain Obvious? Bye. Don't leave me. Oh, it's not my name. I don't care. Katja, I'm not that picky. No, I've just been very, like, geeked out lately, like doing a lot of stuff with getting, like, really, really into technology, like understanding why our manufacturing process is so messed up. Um, and it's interesting to see all the things that a few friends and I on here speculated about back in April, unfortunately, are happening now. I was born done. I was born done. They stuck a fork in me and sent me out the door. Not yet. But it is, isn't it? It's kind of weird to think like, oh, I'm going to go live and everybody cares what I have to say. Or should. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not taking it. I don't I don't judge anybody else if they decide that that's good for them. It's just not good for me. I'll tell you that right now. What kind of manufacturing? Okay, so for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, I guess, basically my decision was I needed a new computer, and I decided I was going to take everything that I made from YouTube and just basically put that into a fund to buy a new computer, because the computer I was going to buy isn't going to be like an average, basic bitch, right? Um, and so I knew it was going to cost me money, significant amount of money, and I'm unemployed. So I figured this is money that I don't rely on to pay for anything other than maybe weed now and then or whatever anyway. So I'll just take anything I generated and put it into a savings account. And when I hit a certain amount, I would buy a computer. Well, guess what happened? Production of silicon, which is used in these chips, microprocessors, processors for all kinds of shit, Silicon production is down. It's also used to manufacture vehicles. So if you're looking to buy a brand new car that has computer systems in it, which they all do have multiple computers now, you're going to have a hard time finding a brand new car if in North America. Anyway, so I was trying to understand why there was such a shortage of this, because it's just sand, right? Well, the production of silicon from China was slowed during COVID. And now you're seeing that even though production cycles are back up a little bit, or maybe, 50%, you're starting to see that again. We're starting to actually feel the effects of the shortages, the newer products that are coming out, and all that sort of stuff. So it's just, we're getting, the burn is hitting us now, and food shortages and things like that. I know I say it all the time, but I want you to do what you need to grow your channel. I will always support you. You are so sweet, Blackhearted. Thank you so much. I know you always, girl, you always have my back from day one. It's hard to go live. I think, why would anyone want to hear what I have to say? I know. And then Michelle comes in and says, Eritrea. But I mean, it did happen with a lot of stuff, but it's just weird because also what happened is a lot of people started working from home, or they started channels, right? Where they wanted to stream, or they started working in 3D and they needed this processing power, right? And so people started building computers that never did before. Games came out like Cyberpunk that made people want to build a computer. And so now you got people that weren't in a market now that are in a market. And then you have pirates and scalpers out there that are grabbing these things and, reselling them for twice as much. Like the card that I got, it's like, I don't know, a $350 card, but they're selling it for $1,000. And it just made everything really ridiculous. They're just scalpers. They do it with everything. They did it with Yeezys, right? This time it just happened to be the gaming computer market. Or people use these types of machines, a little higher quality than I got for sure, to do 3D modeling. People who build things, engineering and stuff like that, but those would be higher, more advanced than I have. Mine is going to be a basic kind of bitch. That's how I say it out loud too, Eritrea. Yeah, we know where that's from. That little stinker. That little stinker. Thank you, little lady, for that message. You have no idea how much it meant. I DM'd you, Michelle, by the way. And I wanted you to know, if you wanted to come play and just hang out, me and you, I'll totally do it. You don't have to do anything. You can just stick around and we could learn the game. You can learn the game. Sometimes I just have time to dick around in a game. If there's not a silicon, it's the trade wars with China preventing goods from getting here. Well, yeah, that's the other thing, is the silicon production went down last year with the issue with COVID. And now, not to make it political, but it is. Well, there is a silicon shortage because it hasn't been being manufactured. It hasn't been being manufactured. It wasn't manufactured last manufacturing cycle because of COVID. Production in China slowed way down. So what they did is they prioritized that silicon. They prioritized it for government. Government is always the first consumer of technology, period. Government gets everything first. And then after, and I'm talking worldwide, and then after government comes industry, and then the consumer market gets it, right? So the consumer market is only paying a year later. The production is back up. So within a few months, we should start to get things up. But you're absolutely right in bringing China up in it, because obviously it's manufactured in China. But we are going to go back into the Paris Accord under Biden, and we will have some trade issues for sure. I feel so dumb with that game. I need lots of gameplay. Yeah, come hang out. I will play with you. You can feel dumb. I feel dumb in games all day, every day that I play them. Yeah. I can show you endless resources backing up the silicone production slowdown. Like they decided to stop it. I have a friend right now who's trying to buy a car that would cost as much as a house, and they just don't have them. They don't have it because that silicon, and that's a higher what do you call it? That's a higher priority in manufacturing than my little stupid low level video card is, right? What types of games do you normally play, Michelle? The other thing is that your computer may lag really bad when you're trying to play it, and that will kill you sometimes, like how you died. So it's not necessarily that you're dumb. It might just be that, the computer doesn't run it as smoothly as it does for us out on in a choppy situation. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, I guess Becky Boo, if you hear this, you probably won't because I'm probably going to take it down. But I'll leave it up for a little bit. Becky Boo, if you hear this, come leave a comment. I'm going to do one more. I'll be live again before the 28th. That's in a week. Well, 6 days. So that's Sunday. Yeah, I should be live again before Sunday, and we can talk about it. It's always hit or miss for me if people want to talk about vape stuff or not. And there's always other more exciting things going on to people or for people. Uh, but once you get burnt out, come on over here and we can talk about other stuff. But I'll go ahead and end it, and I'll talk to you guys. I'm gonna try to go live again in a couple days. I got a lot of stuff going on, but it's just my own stuff. It's nothing bad. It's all good news over here. Games like Call of Duty and Halo, first-person shooter games. Okay, I don't really play a lot of games, and the ones I do are on PlayStation or Xbox. I kind of wonder if there isn't an Xbox game for that, or if that maybe it's only on PC. But usually games that are on PC are also on Xbox, so it may be on Xbox. Not sure. Anyway, I'll be back in a couple days. I'll talk to you guys later. Probably I'm gonna try to do a nighttime stream. Maybe I'll get some people, and then we can brag about NADA. And yeah, all you guys with channels, AMD, and of course Chronic that you guys already know and love. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a good day. Bye, Andy. I'll talk to you later. Be good and stay safe.